Hoi there, small fry, it's your old friend Jim Sterling, and I'm here with another Itch.io Tasty. Now, it's a special episode this week to celebrate the upcoming release of Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and the fact that reviews have gone up for it today. I thought I'd cash in on the hype and do a video themed around Assassin's Creed as a series. So I did what anyone would do in my position. I searched for the word bugs on Itch.io, because, well, Assassin's Creed joke, innit? Let's get on with it, shall we? First up on the menu, we have Shitifus. Now, this game is an exercise in absolute frustration. I believe that was the intention of the game, so in that regard, it's an incredible success. You control two bugs manually, one with WASD, one with basically another 4 keys on the keyboard, and they control wildly, to say the least. There's an amazing amount of skid to them. They slide around on the desk there. Your general aim is to push the balls of shit onto the keyboard to make tweets, and then roll a ball of shit onto the enter button to post the tweet. I didn't get very far. There was a massive ball of shit that required both characters, both bugs, to push, and just getting that done was a nightmare. I'm reminded of the scene in the remake of The House on Haunted Hill, where the Doctor put people in a big mad zoetrope thing to try and drive them sane. It's that kind of thing. It's a traumatic experience, basically. Can't say I wholly recommend it unless you really want to feel just like shuddery and uncomfortable. It's one of those games that just make you feel just because of how weird it controls. But there's promise in it, actually. I do see promise in that game. Just maybe not in its current incarnation, because its current incarnation just severely upsets me physically. So I'm going to give this one, I'm going to say 1.5 bugs out of 5. Next up is Side Effects. Now, this has nothing to do with bugs, but it's a first-person zombie game made with Unity, so you can expect to see plenty of bugs, which is perfectly in theme for this episode. It's a zombie shooter, very standard. It's free on Itch.io, which is where these games belong. So I'm not going to judge it too harshly, even though it is kind of not very good. There's no real balance to it. I keep finding myself being pushed back. I never got out the first corridor because the zombies and the inexplicable shooty masked people just keep respawning. And there's not enough ammo to deal with them. It's a rather, again, like Shitifus, it's a rather frustrating affair, but there you go. At least it's where it belongs. This is the kind of game you could expect to see sold for $10 on Steam. The fact it's on Itch.io and you can just get it for free is acceptable. I wouldn't recommend you use your time to play it, but at least this is an example of, this is something I can point to and say, look, this is where your crappy game belongs, if you're on Steam Greenlight trying to sell something that looks exactly like this, because a lot of games on Greenlight do look exactly like this. I'm going to give this one, let's say, 13 microtransactions out of 50. Bug Squash is an interesting one. Interesting idea, perhaps didn't quite stick the landing. You click with the mouse to make the dinosaur jump, and that's really your only interaction. The rest is up to God. The bugs move along the side. Most of them have shells on and can't be hit, but the green ones can. So the idea is you've got to hit the green ones, and sort of, well, you do hit the ones on the shells, it's inevitable, but the idea is to try and ignore those and get the shellless ones to score points. Momentum carries you forward along the bugs, the sea of bugs, and if you hit the left or right and go off screen, it's game over. There's a nucleus of a cool idea there. It's just kind of the lack of interaction and the lack of control, and just the awkwardness of it, physics-wise, just kind of makes it a bit of a letdown, you know? So it's a bit disappointing, but I do like the way it looks. I like what they tried to do. Maybe if they worked on it a little bit, that could be something special. But as it stands, Bug Squash is going to have to get 14 radio towers out of 885 radio towers. We have bug eggs, and I don't know what the fuck the point of this one is. They call it a 0-word story for Twiny Jam, so it's a jam game. It's just pictures. You just click on pictures. You go from a bug to either the sun or a mushroom. In fact, I shouldn't even be talking as much as I'm talking here because I captured like 50 seconds of footage, which is literally all there is to it. And even that was multiple playthroughs. And I say playthroughs, it's just clicking on pictures. So, it gets Assassin's Creed, I don't know, I don't even care about that one. Closing us out today, Secada Midsummer Raw. Incredibly rare bugs cited. It's something of a stealth game, really, as you basically walk up to bugs from behind and then press the spacebar to catch them with a net. There's not a lot to it, it's a very short game, there's only a handful of levels, but it's got a nice little tune to it, it's a cute idea. The word charming is overused in games criticism, but it is a charming game, you know. Really very simple, a cute idea, something I'd like to see expanded actually. If you were to put a bit more action, I say action, you know, I don't want combat or anything, but a bit more interaction in the gameplay, a few more things to do, maybe different nets and things, you know, different things you can unlock and stuff. This is something I could see myself playing an expanded version of on the 3DS or something. I mean, it's not total shite, which of course gives it an edge over a lot of stuff, but yeah, I'd like to see this one built upon. It's the foundation of something good, and that's good. So I'm going to give that one 17 unwanted installations of Uplay out of 23. And that's good. So I hope you enjoyed my personal tribute to Assassin's Creed Syndicate, the game that literally everyone's talking about. I can't wait to play it myself. Obviously I didn't get a review copy, why would I? But I'm going to play it, maybe review it myself, and I look forward to seeing all of the wonderful bugs and glitches that make an Assassin's Creed game what they are. So until next time, stay itchy and get tasty, my friends. I love you.
Get up. You look like shit.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Bro, we need to roll these shitballs onto the keyboard to send a Twitter message to the people up top, so we can progress from level -8 to ground floor. Shit reload.